them are like, yo, where we gonna eat? And he's like, don't worry about that. He's like, yo, where we gonna wear? He's like, don't worry about that. I got you though. Like, so he's like trying to like help him out. And I just think it just helps out. God's word, literally, like God, Jesus is there, like, yeah, like chill. Don't worry about all that.
Chill.
And it's such a difficult thing because people naturally are like, not like right now, like we talking about pot roast. We're like, yo, what we eating for dinner? And Jesus is like, yo, I got you. Like, relax. Now I'm taking that with the context of what we were just talking about. But yeah, I think God's word, man. Like I struggled with anxiety for a really, 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 really long time. Long time. Not like because it was a hype thing. I genuinely struggled with. I was having panic attacks in the middle of the night. And I had the worst panic attack one time. I was like 20 years old, bro. Like I'm in my bed sobbing, like boo-hoo sobbing. Having dude, okay, it's fine. I would say the dream, but it was insane. But I'm boo-hoo sobbing, like in my bed, like freaking out. And it was really funny because at that time, that's where like that light switch kind of like really went off for me. Cause I was like, I always say this, dude, but I knew lyrics to Drake. I knew what Kanye had going with Yeezy. I knew Nike sneakers draws. I knew like what's happening with like, I don't know, Jersey Shore. I knew all this stuff, but I had nothing in my heart that could hold me up in that point. And I was like, dude, this is not good.
Yeah.
And literally I just started diving into the word, just reading stuff. And literally still to this day, bro, from that point, I have a Bible verse that anytime, because I still have sensitivities to stuff, like where I know where my vulnerabilities are with anxiety, and I have to be more guarded with my weak spots. And literally the verse that has helped me through it is where Jesus is talking to his disciples and he's like, peace I leave with you, my peace I give to you. So don't let your hearts be troubled and don't be afraid. So it's such a powerful thought because I think sometimes we're just like, oh yeah, like Jesus gives us peace, like whatever. And it's like, no, it's not like, this isn't just good thoughts. You know what I mean? Like Jesus promises he's going to give us peace, but he's going to give us his peace. So I have the peace of Jesus. And it's literally helped me out. So like, dude, one time I had a freaking another panic attack and I'm like freaking out again. And I started just going over that verse. No, Jesus, he promised me that I have peace. I have his peace. And literally as I started meditating on this verse and I started praying in tongues, like I started to feel the peace of God. And some people might be like, oh no, like you were just woo-sawing. No. Like God's word is true. And I would even push back and challenge it because I'm like, okay, well, let's see like where you go when the fire really hits. Like what do you have in your heart to pull out of your heart?
Right.
And it's always just fascinating, bro. Like God's word is true.
Your mind's not going to be able to help you during because that's what's racing. That technically, is where the anxiety attacks root from, where you're overthinking.
It's not real, yeah.
It's just like a culmination of the weeks, the days that add up to it.
Yeah.
But it's like then that's a good word, man. Like what can you pull out of your heart?
Yeah.
To help you stand back up.
Yeah.
Because your body's not going to do it. Your mind's not going to do it.
Good thoughts ain't going to do it.
A blunt's not going to do it. You know what I'm saying? That's going to make it even worse.
Yeah. And people try it. And and the only thing you're going to do is bring yourself to more ruins.
Yeah.
And that's just what it is. Yeah. Like it's not going to work. It will not work.
It's
literally.
It's like our world is in terms of healing. I mean, you can look at it even like in medicine, like everything temporarily fixes stuff. When you run out of pills, got to go back and get more pills.
Yeah, it's going to run out.
Whenever something runs out, like whenever, when the girl's not coming to the crib anymore, or like when you're out of weed or whatever the case is.
You got to call your weed man.
You got to call somebody back.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But God is like, once you get it, it's like stuck.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like you said, you can go right back to it. And same thing with your dude with the Ouija boards. What did he do? Came straight back to it.
Yeah.
So that
people are reckless.
I encourage people to understand that fact that like there's so many things available to us within the palm of our hands, and don't fall for those traps because they're only going to last you however long they last.
Yep.
But God is infinite. Jesus is infinite, and he loves us, and he just wants us to have a conversation with him.